I'm bringing for you a grant. A grant, when we talk about grants, grants, it means they have no strings attached. With grants, you get the money and you don't give it back. It's unlike loans whereby you get a percentage, or other funds where you get money and then give some percentage on top of them, or you give back the money. This one is totally free. Whenever you get it, there is no return. What you do, you only use it what you're supposed to do it. So this funding is interesting. You can find it on internet. It is very free. I came across it and I said, let me share with you. What is the harm in sharing with you when there is no any investment that you need to do? What do you expect in this funding? This funding, whenever you are in whichever country you're in, it is global. You will access it. Then too, the second one, most of us, when we talk about the funds, we think about how will we pay it, how will we get it, because we don't have PayPal, we don't have this one is by bank transfer. The moment you qualify for this fund, you are going to receive it from the comfort of your home. Then the third one is that you can receive it as an individual, or you can receive it as an organization, or you can receive it as a team. So when we talk about this grant, you know that you can get it. It is based on individuals or organization or teams that are doing things concerning the community, charitable projects. So what do you think about this funding? Can you access it? Yes, you can access it. But before we go to see this project, please go down and hit the subscription button if you feel this one is going to be beneficial to you. But also, if you are our royal viewer, please, we hurt you so much. We love you with the love of Christ. Let's move on and see this funding. This funding is called the Pollination Project.
Each day of the year, $1,000 to practical change makers, dreamers who have ideas about how they can change their schools, their neighborhoods, their nations, in some cases the world, through their individual action. What we believe is that each individual has something they can contribute, something that may seem small to them, but when repeated by 365 people over the course of next year, will create a sea of change potentially in our country and in the world at large.
I often think of a world where every individual is a hero to every other individual in that community, because they all are making big impacts and contributions to everyone around them.
Pollination Project believes not that we need more Mahatma Gandhis and Martin Luther King Jr.'s in the world. What we need is individuals, large amounts of people who are making small changes in and around their community. I've seen that almost any individual has that capability. There's some talent that each person has that is their opportunity to be of service. Pollination Project is something that makes me come alive. I'm sure there's something that makes you come alive as well. And I ask you, what is it that makes you come alive? What is their talent? What is your heart's longing for how you can contribute in your life? Put that into place. Do not waste your privileges. Do not waste your skills. Do not waste your intention. Use our financial resources in combination with your sweat to manifest some goodness in the world.
Find it on Facebook. It has over a good number of followers. You can find it on Instagram, and you can also find it on YouTube, on Twitter, and everywhere. So you've heard about the Pollination Project. Now let me take you through a very short also introduction about Pollination Project. The Pollination Project is a global community of over 5,000 grassroots change makers in 120 countries. And I know this 120 countries, your country is there, it should be there. They work with a strategy of from bottom to up, meaning the grassroots people are majorly seen, and the project is centered at the people from the grassroots. It is for change makers, and I know you're there, you're a change maker project. For you to access it, you need to put in consideration these three to four things that you should know before you proceed. One, your project or whatever you're doing, the activities must serve charitable community purposes and not personal purposes. You know, some of us, we get the funds, then we divert them to our personal purposes. So for you to qualify, please make sure that the projects you're going to present are really dwelling more on people, not you as a person, and they should be charitable, not payable. Then the second part is, if you or your organization or your team already got a funding, or you had access to this fund in one way or the other, please do not apply. This is always a one-time funding, because it, as I told you, or you've heard from the clip, it is a 360 days funding. Every day they give funding of 1,000. So if your team member or another person has already accessed within your organization or your team, please don't apply for it. Then the third one, your project total must not be above $10,000, 10,000 US dollars. So since they're giving you $1,000 as a grant, which is free, but your total project fund should not be, or budget should not be, beyond 10,000 US dollars. You remember what we told you, that this funding is major for the grassroots. It is centered for the people who are down, who are beginners, who are there to bring change in the community. And if it is as low as that, they support you much. Then the last but not least of the requirements to consider, you should not request beyond 1,000 with the pollination project fund. They consider 1,000. This money or the fund I'm going to give you in this, the following things that I'm going to tell you today. One, if you're going to pay the staff, please don't do that. If you're going to do promotion or advocacy for animal agriculture, don't do it. If your budget is above 50,000, they will not give you also. Then there are some type of projects that also they don't fund. You need to know this before you proceed, like animal activities, animal farming activities, like such as eggs. You know, most of us in Africa and Asia and other countries, we are investing more in animals, like poultry, like hens. We are putting into honey, milk. These ones, they will not give you their funds. Then also in academic projects like research, they will not give you. Then it is also not there for beekeeping. No, it's not there. And remember this, it is one time funding, and it is not considered if you're into politics. They will not give you that. But above all, you know that it is not discriminative. It is fair and okay. Read what is it all about it. Where is it based? You know, when did it start? It started in 2013, 1st January. Then what do you need for you to start the application? What you do first, you first make an account. You register on the website, you have an account. Then from there, read through everything. After that, you're going to really see that you can go ahead. The moment you do application, you're going to wait, because there is a review process and other things, and you will be reviewed. After being reviewed, you'll get your money. Now, what is so much interesting about this funding? What is interesting about this funding is that you're not going to hook and run around of how you're going to get your money. You're going to get this funding through your bank account. It will come straight to your bank account. Then the second thing, I know there are a lot of questions, most common questions that people have. I'm sure you have most questions that you would love to ask me or to put in the comment section. What you do, you can also check on the website that your question might be also related to these questions that are there. Read through, as I always tell you, please read through and see, can I apply for this funding. Remember, the funding, you must first, we are very many people that are applying for this fund. You know that it's a one-time fund and the whole world is looking up to it. So what you do, and it has no date of expiry, it has no deadline, it's a daily funding. Continue applying. If you don't get the fund now, apply the next time. Know why you didn't get the funding, and life continues. I've told you this is free and totally free. There's no one who's going to ask you money, so you're not going to say that I lost my money in this. No, thank you guys. Go ahead and apply for this fund. If you get it, please come and put something in the comment section and cheer up other people such that they